store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They snap it to Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
At the 4-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter play. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because
he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. And we didn't even get get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play fake, Mayfield. That is caught, it's Perriman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Chargers 14, Raiders 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mayfield on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Mayfield on play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Herbert. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Raiders 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield with it once more. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later. You put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
We'll agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to pick up the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
From the 39, Herbert. And they will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly into the turf.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
For Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fourth down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
45 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown Raiders! DeAndre Hopkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
White. is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now look at this.
Good play, bro. Good play.
It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
What was it?
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles,
What was that?
between his ears right now.
He didn't even get tackled.
Not completely
No.
calculated. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play.
Yeah, that motherfucker just back to the right, and that motherfucker just stopped.
Those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Gotta figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Oh.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. On the move Pass for 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So
they was giving me some bullshit, though. That must pick when they behind you. I hate those shit.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
You know when they let you pick it when you behind the guy, like it goes through him. You know what I mean? Your tight end was like open, and then they gave me the pick. I hate that.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to.
Yeah, that's the word. I was like, come on, man, that's crazy.
You're in control. You dictate the final part of the ball game, and they did exactly.
All right,
and the clock rolls down to 0.
All right.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And